This fight is for the World Championship online for the PlayStation 5 and basically all platforms, PC, Xbox, and the PlayStation 5. And I'm fighting Jab, who's had 661 total fights with a record of 601 wins, 48 defeats, and 12 draws. That's incredible. And in this fight, you can just tell he's the greatest right now at this game, and I had a real hard time trying to put anything together with him, and I can't overemphasize enough like the belt to ass beating he put on me and made me just look like complete Forrest Gump Rain. One thing that Jab does really well, and basically that separates him from the rest of the pack or anybody that plays this game from out, he's able to move in really well, in and out, in and out, in and out, with regular consistency. He can just slip in, slip out, like he's just gliding on like skates, like we're walking around and he's on roller blades. And it's amazing how he's just able to get in and out of there. And all my punches are always a step behind him, like it looks like I'm punching air. Like every time I try to counter, he's just not there, and then he's back in when after the shot comes. It can be very frustrating, and I tried to take the time to figure him out, but he was just always like 10 steps ahead of me and was thinking way ahead of me before I even knew what I was thinking. Yeah, you can't really get upset playing somebody like this or get frustrated or throw your controller down and have hissy fits. You just kind of have to take what he's doing, absorb it, and see how to figure out how to use it and make it yours. I have no idea how to do that footwork, and I'm going to lose a lot of fights trying to figure out how to do that in and out, but he's the best that I've ever seen at it. Yeah, so that was a terrible first round I had there. Nothing, he just knows that he's got this fight, like it's a lock, and he's just doing whatever he wants to me at this point. And I figure I'm not going to step to him anymore. I'm going to make him come to me. That's not going to work. I'm still punching ghosts. And I usually pride myself on saving punches and stamina, but he had all the answers, or when I thought I had the answers, he'd go changing the questions on me. And you can go game plan A, B to Z to Z to like hieroglyphics. You're still not going to beat him. He's going to stay on top for a long time. A lot of this time, this game just makes you want to go, come on! A lot of people know about the punch desync, how you're in close fights and you time things perfectly and the body shots just don't count. It wouldn't have mattered. It wasn't an issue at all. As you can see there, my head just got snapped back like a Pez dispenser. It's hard for me to watch this fight. The only thing I can do is just watch what Jab's doing and try and take as much as I possibly can from it, and that's it, basically. Straight belt to ass here. He's just beating me like a British nanny beats a schoolboy. This is just too easy for him. Like, I am trying my absolute best. I'm trying to figure things out, be patient. Like, see there, I take a step back to regroup, to be like, I need more time to work. I need more time to see what's coming at me. But his timing is just so good. And he doesn't really have to do a lot of movement. And he's not somebody that does going straight back and doing the backwards cheesecake bullcrap that is so common with a lot of top players or ranked players. A lot of them tend to just only go backwards. They use Tyson Fury, and they will not take a step forward. This guy is the perfect blender, and that was a terrible round for me again. Like, if it was anybody else and was ranked number 1, I wouldn't be mature about this and crying like a little schoolgirl.
Was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They're both trying for a knockout. They better start respecting each other's punching power. That left hook missed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Zhukan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who had... And there's the bell to start round 4. Got all the momentum.
It should be more like 30-0 there, man. I put up nothing there. I offered nothing. The only thing I could say is that I at least made it this far, and I still have like 75% stamina there, maybe 80 it looks like. And he's not really having to think too much, and everything's going his way again. I'm trying. Like, I'm lucky enough to get combinations landed on him. That's only because he's slowed down a little bit. Yeah, that's the only time I think I've seen him punch air. And it's good to see him in some of the groups, and I'm able to fight him in some of the chats, but it's not very often I see him. So every time he's in there, I take my opportunity to get a shot at the title. Last time we went 12 rounds. I don't remember if he knocked me down or not. We'll have to play that fight back. But I fought a lot better that fight than I did this one. But again, my best fighter is Sugar Ray Robinson, and that's who I was using. I like using El Terrible at a featherweight here, but he's not my best. I'm like Floyd Patterson and Jack Johnson at heavyweight. Obviously, Ali 64, but that's meta. That's kind of cheese. And I like my Sugar Ray Robinson at middleweight because I don't like fighting Amir Khan and those guys in the lighter weight classes like the welterweights, and when they have them at the lightweight, because I hate fighting Khan. It's because this game's made in Britain. They made him like Superman in those divisions, and it seems like they made Carl Froch 7 feet tall at middleweight for some reason. You know what I mean? It's like Carl Froch was good, but he wasn't 7 feet tall, and he wasn't really that as great as they try to make him out to be in this game. When this game first came out, he was like a fucking monster. Excuse my language. But now that they've patched up the game, he's still big from what I remember, but he's not overpowering. It was a point where I wasn't gonna fight him. There's a few guys I didn't like fighting against. I don't really like fighting against Roy Jones 93 either, because I find when you're fighting against him, for some reason the attributes, because they're high and his defense is high, or was speed or whatever it is, I feel like the CPU takes punches away from you and that causes desync. So it's just nope, that punch doesn't land or whatever. And when I was hitting Roy Jones with jabs, uppercuts, crosses, and it's just how did those not land? But obviously I was swearing and screaming and sounding crazy when I was saying it. Not while I'm doing commentary now. It's a completely different story. But anybody who really truly knows this game knows it's not fully finished. It's an unfinished game. It's broken. The body shots don't count. A lot of things. So there's a lot of things, but you have to learn how to fight with those, like within those parameters, and know like what's broken and what will work for you and certain styles won't. That's one of the things a lot of us have had to fight with this game, and some people will in the chat groups on Facebook will be like, nope, it's a skills issue or whatever. It's like, no, you're just stupid and don't know what the fuck you're talking about when it comes to like video game development and stuff. And I've been playing video games since Atari, 44 years old. I know what a finished video game should look like. I've been playing like EA Sports boxing games since Foreman for Real came out in 92 or 93 or whenever he won the title for Michael Moore. So I know my boxing simulation games. I know what they should expect. And the fact that Fight Night Champion is better than this in so many different ways, except for like the footwork in this game and the mechanics, it's just, this game is shallow and it lacks a lot of depth. So we're hoping that coming forward that a lot of these issues get fixed, like punch desync or punch registration, whatever you want to call it. The most important thing, or most important thing in the sport in general, punch is counting, not counting. That's everything, especially if you're timing shots, and it's just like, nope, doesn't work. So getting back to the fight here, as you can see, it's just one-way traffic. I've been talking mostly about what he's doing great, how he does everything perfect. We can just start talking about what I'm not doing well. I'm not like, if I could be going forward and staying there with him and going to the body one punch, making him counter and then going up top, I could be doing a lot more things, but you know, hindsight's 20/20 or even 40/40 for that matter. I know next fight's going to be a lot different, but then again, he might have different answers for the questions I try and throw at him. And that'll be the last time I do that. This will be the time I go down for sure. And he's able to just stay on top of me, not let me breathe, give me space, and that's it. And that's probably the first of 3 months. Yeah. Like, what can I say? I stayed up the last fight. I'm like I said, I'm not sure if he knocked me down or not the last fight. He might have knocked me down once, but I fought a lot better that fight. And I know, like, I can't come at him the next fight with a new game plan and expect to win. I gotta hope that I keep seeing him in the lobbies and he keeps giving me the chance to fight him whenever I see him. And I'm trying to move my head. I'm trying to stay out of danger. Nothing's working. He's just able to land at will. I'm surprised I was able to land that counter shot. It's like he's got me so confused. I'm punching at ghosts, which I never do. Making me sick looking at it, giving me weird indigestion. But, like, how good can you fight against somebody like this, really? Like, you're just basically target practice. Try not to be target practice. Or he's busting me up like a piñata.
Round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they?
There's nothing I can do to change the momentum. It's already written in stone what's going to happen here. I'm just going to be a bug on the windshield of his career. I'm just a background fighter in the motion picture of his wonderful gaming life and career. There's nothing I can do at this point. I only can get better, and I don't even know if I can even get to this level. Even getting to like platinum or like reaching gold is tough. And then fighting these guys, I've beaten a few platinum players before, but it wasn't easy, and it was probably like flash knockout or whatever, so it was a fluke, so you can't even really count it as a win, because I get angry at the game being cheap like that, but I digress. See, here I'm trying to move my head, trying to find the angles, and he's just not giving them to me. He's pulling out all the stops everywhere I go. You know what I mean? I try and figure something out. He's like, nope. And just belts me for even trying to think about thinking about stuff.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
He's like, how dare you even step in the ring with me or ask for a challenge? He's like, I'm just going to make you feel stupid, look stupid, cry, go into bed, cry every time you look in the mirror. And now you're just going to stop taking care of yourself because there's no point to life. You might as well just let yourself go. Everything is hopeless. That's what you should be thinking when you're fighting this guy. Well, that's how he makes you think when you fight him. It's just like all the years of boxing knowledge and training and stuff, and this guy can just pick up a controller and pick me apart like onions on a pizza, you know what I mean? He's just ruining me and makes me not want to play anymore. And I like after I fought this, I lost a few fights after this because my confidence was a little bit shook, even though it should have made me better. The only thing I can do is watch this fight over and over again and just try and pick up as much as I can from it. What the hell could my corner tell me? Bring in a gun with me when you get back in there, or a crossbow to win this? Yeah, I have no problems losing to anybody at all. And some people will talk crap even though I use Butterbean or whatever and say they're the best. But this guy, it's just, he just picks you apart. Like, just put a fork in me. I am done. Like, take me off the barbecue. I'm toast. Like, he's beating the rings out of me like Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, like ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. That's from my buddy Switch Nerve, or Black Maestro, who came up with that saying. I'm stealing the quote. But anyways, they're just basically, as Ocho would say, putting me in a party trick. No chance. And like, this is it. And again, as the great Gorilla Monsoon would say, put a fork in him. He's finished. That's it. Fall off the bone ribs. Everything about me is finished. Finito.